They just had a another lottery winner. I believe it was for like $1 billion. Actually, I think it was more like a $1.2 billion. And even if you took the uh, payout, lump sum, it's gonna be a lot of money. And I thought, I don't have to have that much, but I take whatever if I get it. But man, just a portion of it. Because I'm really tired of having to work, and I think that's what this channel is going to be all about. It's going to be about retirement, and I don't play the lottery, and I watch YouTube all the time. A lot of YouTube. I have probably half of what I watch on TV is YouTube. I've even got YouTube on right now playing little background music, um, and I watch all kinds of stuff. So, and I see guys get on there and start a YouTube channel, and some of them work, some of them hit it big. And since I don't play the lottery, and like my brother says, if you don't play, you can't win. So I'm not saying that I'm going to make a successful YouTube channel, but hey, you can't play if you don't win, or you can't win if you don't play. So I decided I'll try. I know it's probably going to be like hitting the lottery, but hey, it's better than spending all the hours that I do watching TV and not getting anything out of it. I'm not complaining. I like watching TV. I'm a real homebody. But anyway, I decided I'd start a YouTube channel about retirement. Now, people ask me all the time, what would you do if you retire? I always tell them whatever I wanted. In fact, I did retire for a little while. Technically, I'm still retired right now. I retired back in, let's see, it's like April of 23. My wife died, and I decided that I was just burnt out. After everything that happened, I had to sell the house. I was trying to figure out what to do, and because I was gonna retire in a couple more years, and then her income from Social Security, my income from Social Security, we were going to go to Florida and snowbird it during the winter time, and then come back to where we live here, where I'm currently at now, and half and half that thing, kind of like what my dad did when he retired. Spend half the year down in Florida and the other half in Tennessee, where he was from. And I saw how much he enjoyed it, and I thought that's what I want. And my wife agreed, and so we were prepared for that. Now, people ask me, Rick, you know, don't you have a pension? And I say, well, not really. All I have is Social Security. I'm definitely on a fixed income, and it's not a lot. Uh, and no pension from a job. I didn't hold a job at one place long enough to stay there long enough to build a pension. And I never really had good enough jobs to have 401ks and stuff. Everything I made, I ended up, you know, pretty much spending. I did save some money. I'm not totally broke, but I had some little bit of money. I spent some money too. I ended up going over to the Philippines for about 2 years, and I really enjoyed that. But even over in the Philippines, it uh, it's not as cheap as everybody thinks it is. It's now you can live over there a lot cheaper than you can here in the United States. and I was living pretty good over there off of what I made. Um, but what I made was just enough, just barely enough. And Medicare is no good over there. And so after a couple years, I decided to come back. And I came back, and I knew I was going to have to go to work. And so I decided I'd get a job and support, having Social Security and Medicare, and then extra money. And I did that for about 5 months, and then had to take off work. I actually got hurt on the job. I'm 67 years old. Hard to sometimes do some of the jobs that that you have out there, and so I ended up I had to take off for a couple of months, and I'm gonna end up having to go back to work. But until then, we'll try to see what we can do here with these videos. Now, in the upcoming weeks, I'm gonna try to make a video once a day, twice a day, at least every other day, and I'll get more into my situation. I'll show you what I'm doing, explain a little more of what I've been doing, what I had done, and then anybody wants to comment, send me a message. Feel free to do that. So if you have any questions, just leave me a message and I'll get back with you.